Hello everyone, Larry Lavrentich for Ichimoku.co and ForexTrading.tv with a daily analysis for the S&P 500 for the trading day ending Monday, December 16th, 2013. Well, the buyers returned to this market today. Previous 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days we had black body candles where the sellers were building and maintaining some downside momentum in net terms. For the previous day's trading and the day before that, we had the market interacting with the important expected support at the 1775 level, and I mentioned previously that that was a level that I expected to see some buying coming in. It was a recent important area of resistance and then held as support close by not too long ago, and for the day prior to today's trading we saw a spinning top indecisive candle as the market attempted to trade down below there and was rejected for the second consecutive trading day. That candle was also a tweezers bottom type pattern where we have these two lows around the same level after a downtrend in place. We have had confirmation of that reversal today with the market making a higher high and a higher low. We also have a white body candle. So the white body denotes the buyers making an amount of net bullish progress on the day between the open and the close, and that's important in this market. And it suggests that there is a good likelihood of the market trading higher. Now the problem here is, however, that the area at the Tenkan-sen, which is trading at 1791, 1792, is held as resistance, and we see the price rejection in the shadow here on this candle. So the sellers came in around that level, the buyers lost commitment up around that area, and it does raise some doubt about whether the market can trade higher. Now the other problem here is that if the market does trade through there, the 1800 round number level may hold as resistance, and it will be an important level over the next day or two if the market does continue appreciating. In terms of control, the buyers were quite strong in this market, but we saw some selling coming in for the buyers to maintain control that they had earlier in the trading day, but not to close with terribly strong control, with a moderate amount of control. But the story here is really the lack of control and strength from the sellers that we saw for the previous three candles prior to the indecisive candle of the day prior to today. And there is a good possibility of the market trading higher if we can trade through the Tenkan-sen. In terms of the Fibonacci extension, an important rejection from the 61.8% level and from above the 50% level, and that may be significant. With this rejection, it does suggest a possibility of a change of trend, even though the short-term dynamics aren't favouring the sellers at the moment. So be on the lookout for a potential lower high and lower low. And also with the Fibonacci retracement technique, we have rejection from the 50% level. The market traded right to that level, we were rejected from there, and also rejection from the 38.2% level with the market failing to close above there. So potential for a change of trend, but we want confirmation. We want a lower high and a lower low. Now in terms of patterns, and if you recall last week I discussed a head and shoulders pattern that may have been in play. Here we have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the prior trend, which is very important. A lot of people forget that we always need that prior trend leading into a pattern. If you have a pattern without a trend, then it's not a pattern, and that's quite important. But here we had the breakout down below the neckline, the close, which is important. We have to have a close below the neckline for completion. And it was on a moderately bearish candle where the sellers had moderate control, a black body, but the black body had decreased compared to the previous black body, and then we had the indecisive spinning top candle. So a lot of doubt whether we will see follow through and see the market reach its target, which is down around the 1743 level, which coincides roughly with this swing low. But if we do see the sellers come in, and if the market can trade down through this level of support around the 1775 area, we could see the market testing down to that level. In terms of Ichimoku, still a bullish market in the long-term time frame, and this correction and this congestion that we've seen over the last couple of weeks has been good for this market, because as we were trading up through this area here, making these major highs up to the 1813 level and then up around the 1800 level, the market was looking a little bit overextended in terms of the distance away from the cloud, and it did suggest that the market was really a long way away from the equilibrium, and we are now moving closer to the equilibrium suggested by the cloud, and it may result in us having a healthier market in a bigger picture time frame. So if we can see this market test above 1800 and the buyers build momentum, we could see them take out that 1813 major high. In terms of the Kijun-sen, the market is trading above the Kijun-sen. We did have the market test down below there with a close, giving us a bearish signal, whereas previously the Kijun-sen, the pink line here, was holding a support, and has been some time since we've seen the market trading down below there. So that does suggest that there is a possibility that there has been a change in sentiment in this market. The support at this 1775 level has been strong, and it may still hold a support if the market does come off. But confirmation of this close down below the Kijun-sen would be a bearish close down below this 1775 level, and if we see that, we could see the market testing down to around this 1745 area. Over the next day or two, the next few days of trading are going to be quite important. Are we going to see follow through from the uptrend that the market's in? That will be important. And can the market break above the 1800 level, the round number? Or can the market test down below and close down below the 1775 level? I think we need to be patient and wait until these questions resolve themselves. 1800 is a very, very solid barrier, and just above now around this 1813 level. But also so is the 1775 area.